Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for joining us today in this beautiful sunny morning here in Catalonia. And I'm Cesc Castro. I'm from Aborígens. As you heard, we are a culinary travel agency. We organize culinary trips and food tours in Catalonia, but also in Spain, focusing food and wine culture. And today we're gonna just talk to you briefly about Catalan cuisine. And here with me, we have Sergi de Meià. He's a well-known chef. He's one of the flagships, one of the leaders of the slow food movement here in Catalonia. Along with him, we have designed a culinary program about for the visitors to explore the Catalan cuisine and visiting winemakers and food artisans, cheesemakers. And we will give you more details further on. And well, we're gonna just cook a salad, but first I would like to introduce where we are. We are in El Penedès wine region, which is the biggest wine region in Catalonia. We are 1 hour and 15 minutes drive southwest Barcelona, surrounded by mountains in a family-run organic winery called Can Merlès. They run 300 hectares, mostly from forest. And for you to understand, it's just 30 minutes from the beach, 1 hour from the Pyrenees, and it's a clear example about what Catalonia has to offer for all the visitors. No, we are a tiny country, a huge variety of landscapes with a very diverse cuisine and with a rich heritage. And well, we would like you to learn more about our cuisine and our country. And that's why we're gonna cook a traditional salad with a lot of iconic and traditional ingredients that allow us to talk a little bit about who we are, the Catalans, why we eat what we eat, and that's it. So, where do you want to start?
We'll start. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Sergi. So thanks for receiving us. We're gonna make a esqueixada de bacallà. It's a very traditional Catalan salad for the summer. It's made with salted cod and unsalted, red pepper, green pepper, different kind of tomatoes, onion, olives, and white beans. All these products are local and organic and directly from small suppliers from all around Catalonia. It's what we want to do and to show to the visitors.
To the visitors, it's just for allow them to meet the artisans, the farmers, the producers, to better understand about our local ingredients, our landscape. And it's true that we are a country of seafood and fish, but today with Sergi, we thought that talking to you about cod would be interesting because we don't have fresh cod in the Mediterranean. It's salted cod coming from Nordic seas. And the interesting thing is Catalonia, as a Catholic country, has been using the cod as the main fish ingredient, especially in rural areas.
Yeah, and we are the first country. We are the first country to use the cod around the world. So it's crazy, and we have a lot of different kind of recipes. And the oldest recipe, the oldest cod recipe in Catalonia, is cod with honey, and it comes from the 13th century. So we have a very long history in gastronomy. So what do you think? We start to do it?
Yeah, okay. Let's start. As Sergi was saying, we have a huge and ancient heritage about cooking. One of our oldest cookbooks is Alcen Subí from the 1324, one of the European oldest cookbooks. And that means that in Catalonia, we have a huge Mediterranean influence, obviously.
Yeah.
It's here. But then we have a huge Roman heritage, but also Muslim and also Jewish. And that made that we built on top of these three influences our main cuisine.
I think it's the first fusion food of the world. Yeah,
because when fusion was not trend.
When the fusion was not trend, it was a land that receives people from all around, and also Barcelona. It was one of the most important ports, and we got this influence of all around the world. So we use a lot of chocolate also, and the tomatoes and the beans comes from America. Yeah. So it's a big mix.
That's the other thing, no, that what changed completely our diet was the discovery of America. That's why we thought that this recipe would be interesting for you to learn about our gastronomy, because peppers and tomatoes are not from Catalonia, not even from Europe, from America, no? And how the discovery of America changed our diet.
Yeah.
So in Catalonia, we are a small country, and but we have an eclectic culture. We took the best what we can source through the centuries, and this recipe is a clear example about that, no?
And it's a very fresh food, and this is one of the most traditional and the most popular recipe, and all the products, just only the olive oil and the parsley, all comes from all around the world. So that's the big thing that we have on the culture.
So in terms of agriculture, of recovering local varieties, in the last years in Catalonia is a huge movement about seed banks, people traveling the country, collecting local seeds of local varieties that were almost gone, almost in danger. And now it's people recovering, planting again, just to keep our biodiversity. And it's, well, I think it's really interesting and attractive for all the visitors that maybe come over here just expecting to find all these Spanish cliches about tapas, paellas, and we want to tell them, we want you to tell your clients that beyond that is a huge heritage, food and wine heritage.
It's a history travel. Yeah, we can travel from the Middle Age to the modernity, and we can taste the big difference of all these different kind of time lapse. And it's very nice and funny when we read the Saint-Souvi, the old book, that they use ginger and they use cinnamons and a lot of different spices that now are very exotic for us, but they were very traditional here.
Well, by the way, Sergi just has chopped the sweet onion and the green capsicum, the green pepper.
Green pepper and red pepper.
And now he's just chopping the red pepper. This is interesting because when we talk about this recipe to some visitors, they now, in the modern mindset, they easily and quickly think about, yeah, this is a kind of ceviche.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It could be.
But it's because the codfish, it comes salted, because it's the only way to preserve it. So that's why it's interesting, because the codfish was the only fish that could travel inland because it was already cured in salt. And now we said that this, as a Catholic country, we said that this codfish is like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Because after 3 days, he raises up, no? The thing is just you only need to put it in water, clean it with water for 2-3 days, and that's it, and comes to life, and then it's easy to cook with it.
It's like a mummy, you know. We return to life that fish. That's incredible. I love it. This fish, this codfish, comes from Faroe Islands. It's one of the last traditional places of cod fishing, and they respect a lot the salty time. Okay, and it brings that when you put it in water and you relive, it don't lose so much water, and that's a good thing. That's why we use this one. And look the size; it's amazing.
It's amazing. Loin.
Yeah.
So we take profit from every single part, from the codfish, the cheeks, the tail, the belly. Yeah. And here in Catalonia we have hundreds of recipes.
Okay, so esqueixada, it comes from esqueixar. It's a verb that esqueixar, it's just broke like this. Okay.
Like a shredder.
Yeah. It's esqueixar.
And the name of the recipe comes from what Sergi is doing, just breaking, shredding the codfish. And as simple as it is.
Wow.
You see the quality, the fillets, how they just split, and it's
I'm hungry.
And you have to think that here is still some fish auctions you can visit. In the program we have designed, it's about that. It's not only about going to a restaurant and having a nice dinner, and it's just more about meeting the fisherman, meeting the cheesemaker, meeting the winemaker, and learning from them how they have kept all these heritage through the centuries, from father to father. And that's it, no?
And also cook and eat together.
A lot of cooking, a lot of drinking, of course, because we like eating and drinking a lot. And now he's slicing the
tomato.
tomatoes.
This is called. This is one of my favorite tomatoes. It's called Warlock Warlock nose. Yeah, and it's very sweet, and the skin is very thin, so it's very easy to eat, and it explodes on your mouth.
But a big range of tomatoes, and in Catalonia is one small festival dedicated to the tomato, and it's good to visit, because then you realize how many tomatoes we have, and all those tomatoes then never end at the markets. You need to go straight to the farmer to get them, no? And it's more and more young farmers in Catalonia are coming back again to the roots to work again with these varieties, selling at the farm door, and it's like this.
It's what we start with the Slow Food Kilometer Zero movement 10 years ago. We help the farmers to grow again the old seeds. Okay, so we buy directly all to them, so we can show to our guests the best products. And now we're gonna go further, just taking our guests to the farms and feel how we work with all of this.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I'm gonna
this?
show you, because it's easy. It's like any kind of amateur chef can make it at home. It's just chopping the vegetables, shredding them, breaking the codfish, and that's it.
That's it. And it's a very nice recipe that you can put it on the fridge for 2 days, and it's great. So now we put the white beans. These beans are called mongetes del ganchet. Ganchet beans are very old. So we got it here. These ones comes
Where it comes from?
Yeah, it comes from a farm that the family lives there from the 12th century. So it's 1,000 years that they live there. It's Can Casamada in Castellar del Vallès, near Barcelona too.
So it's just off Barcelona, just off like 30 minutes ride.
Yeah.
Very easy to reach.
Look at this. And the ganchet, it's the hook. They say the best beans are the ones that get the best hook. And the people, it was close to disappear. And 10 years ago, we made the big effort from Slow Food to buy all the beans, all the production every year. So now he's really happy, and he's making the best. And extra virgin olive oil.
We are in a country of olive oil.
Yeah. This is one of the best products we have in here. This comes from Agrícola del Pont d'Armentera. It's over here, and it's 100% Arraquina, and it's so flavored. I love it. And
here in Catalonia, you have to be generous with the wine, but also with the
olive oil.
Always.
If somebody invites you and put just a little bit of olive oil, he's not a good.
Don't trust him.
Don't trust him.
It's just about using a lot the olive oil. So, and just interesting thing about the beans is that it was for years the main protein and the cheapest protein that the peasant people could afford. That's why here in Catalonia we have, again, like the tomatoes, a huge range of different varieties of legumes, beans and chickpeas.
Yeah, the chickpeas were the most popular food on the Middle Ages. Okay, so it's done. Now we have to serve it. And
the more time you macerate
it brings more taste,
more taste and more flavor.
All the vegetables take out the water and all the tastes, and brings a very, very nice color in dish. Look at this.
Now, usually the codfish was a fish related to the Easter, when meat it was not allowed by the church to be eaten, and that's why codfish became as popular.
And was very cheap.
Yeah, it was cheap. Now it's the opposite. Like all the many products, ingredients that were so cheap now are so expensive.
Yeah.
And another fact that makes this recipes interesting, that now it became as popular. It's cooked all over the year. It's fresh, clean, super simple, cheap, affordable, and very tasty.
Yeah.
And just to end, we have some black olives.
Black olives. And that's the color. That's the summer Catalonian summer color.
Yeah, it's a mosaic, and
it looks like, you know, the
un empedrat de Gaudí.
Yeah. Very
it's colorful, and
I don't know. I love this. Okay.
Again, that is what
a little bit more of course.
The same with the olive oil. The most common variety in Catalonia is Arbequina. But in the last years, Farga, Murruda, Corbella, Argudell, all these almost unknown varieties has been recovered in the Catalan countryside, again, just off Barcelona. So, I mean, if you come to Barcelona, okay, let's go to Sagrada Familia, to the Camp Nou Stadium, or whatever you like. But please understand that just beyond Barcelona, just off the city, is a variety of landscapes and producers and local people willing for you to learn about who we are.
Yeah, and you can change in maybe in 1 hour. You are in a very dry area, and in 1 hour you are in a very moist area and full of humid forest and
here you have
nice.
it.
Look at this. We have to taste it.
Yeah, you first. Come on.
Yeah, okay. And also, I think we're gonna taste.
We're gonna pay with some wine. We're in a winery again. Can Merlès.
Can Merlès. This is Ull de Llebre. It's one of the local grapes. In Spanish, it's called Tempranillo.
Tempranillo.
Yeah, and they just work with organic. This is a 2013, and they wait minimum 10 years to put the wines on the shops or on the restaurants. So they want to take a lot of care about the age of the wine.
In this area, now we are in a quite remote, isolated area. And because it's just in this property, 300 hectares, it's surrounded by Al Montmell range of mountains. But this land, Al Penedès, is the land of wine, mostly known for cava, for the sparkling, and for white wines. But like we have been talking, more and more young winemakers, instead of selling the grapes to bigger wineries, are keeping for themselves the oldest plots, the almost gone varieties, and making wine like in the old days. That's why you have Ull de Llebre, Sumoll, Pansa Blanca.
I think it's a big revolution now with the rurality in Catalonia, and it changed a lot because maybe 10 years ago, the rural world in Catalonia was so close, and now with the becoming of the youngs to the small village and start farming and start doing good things all over Catalonia, and they take more care about how they explain and how they put the products that they use and everything. That it changed a lot. I saw it in my village. I'm from the Pyrenees, and 10 years ago, they want to see nobody, you know. And now they start to change. So let's go.
I'm gonna try. Sorry for you guys.
Yeah.
It's almost 20 minutes past noon, and I'm hungry.
What do you think about it?
I love it. I could eat it all now.
It's very healthy. Okay, and this food it's great. You can take it by your own, and if you want to go, for example, up in Montmell Mountains, is the highest peak in Penedès. It's 860 meters of altitude, and you can put it on your backpack and eat it up on the mountains.
The wine, as I said, it's past 20 minutes past noon. It's a little warmer for my taste, but I never say no to wine.
No.
So in Catalonia, sorry, you always must say yes to wine. When someone offers you a glass of wine, always, no matter what time, no matter where, please tell yes. Salud, eh? Cheers.